top three, I'm not number one. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top three, I'm not number one. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen. It's already in my head. No funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And right away, he lost the football. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, I'm sure you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz from 10 yards out. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No, 56.
Again, it's Fournette. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady going to go on 4th down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Brady now to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fournette, a first down carry. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play a leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otton. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Sugar!
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Brady to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Watson, off play action. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before the break. Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Check it, reload! Alpha!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. A give running right is Chubb. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Chubb again. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Chubb running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 14-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. He completes it right side away. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs
backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Brady got to have this one. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Brady gives this to White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to perhaps salt this one away. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 11. Chubb will get the call running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To throw is Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
Let's go. I am the place. You seen it making of a star. They hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen it making of a star. They hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. Next level. One of the best.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Cleveland. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Looking to throw right away is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd-and-1. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Chubb. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw is Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. We're scoreless after 1. Now from the 7. Here's 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Chubb. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 38 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Herbert going deep here for Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the end zone, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He was brought down by
On second and 9, Watson is going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he fights his way in in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 17. Round 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Browns defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air yet again, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here we go on fourth. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 47 yards. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 60 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing again on second down. Watson right back to Njoku. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Here's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Watson looks to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit. Had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's going to let it go again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you, that's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
And the Chargers 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. The handoff, it's Eckler. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we're not the ride nobody wave, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Babies for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know that the same. Me and them know that the same. Boy, that them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. Man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend. You know the lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win it, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Bushu Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First carry for Nick Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Asante Samuel Jr. there finding his way to the ball for a stop and a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's got some space. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 67 yards. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. It's Eckler again. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And again, it's Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. We're down to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks, a rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They snap it to Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play. I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory though if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, it's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done through.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And trouble trying the middle here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. York able to send this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running.
You spent your whole life trying to
tryna blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil force. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time, bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
That tattle. I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking? Talking that funky, dip about my face. Wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money. 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 It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster. Down a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking? Talking that funky, dip about my face. Wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money. 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 Get some money.
Yeah.
superhero. Black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Keep going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. Note the skies needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war with even stars. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everyone.
Every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game. Don't play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs. Establish what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
With Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Chargers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter.
They're down to 1 remaining. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Chargers 0.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Again, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins,
59 yards.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got him in, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air again, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway from the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Eckler.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch up.
Touchdown! From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
17, Eagles 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, 53 yards.
And the Eagles have retaken a third quarter lead.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Another run with Sanders. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 28, Chargers 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. 2nd down, back to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders on the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here. There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that cost. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They'll run at Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well,
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the strangest things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she a pack, finna guarantee though. Move back, type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that's all in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Come on. Hey, check that.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. There he goes, right side. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Cade Otten, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 96 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Another run here with Sanders. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So this defense, maybe a frustration penalty there with the success that he's had running the football in this first half.
Not an excuse to do that, but yes, they're looking to slow him down any way possible. That one's just not legal.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Check.
Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, pass. 19 right.
Gainwell will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Fournette once more on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Brady going to throw. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 134 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Another run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by James Bradbury.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw is Brady. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Succop for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Eagles 35, Buccaneers 21.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette, a first down carry.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They keep it with Fournette on first down.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Suck up for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Eagles 35.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and 10, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Brady now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each addition.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they will take a 7-point lead.
49, Eagles 42.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and a lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers 56, Eagles 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Brady to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
117 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And some room to work.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa.